When Ebuka asked that question, the first thing you'd have done was, no, Ebuka, it's not one-sided.
Voila. See, this housemates, I don't tire for their matter. I don't tire. Hey Bethans, what's up and welcome back to my channel. My name is Austin Betha. I'm really glad to have you guys here. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please do hit the subscribe button before you leave, and also give this video a very big thumbs up at the end if you enjoyed watching it, okay? So it's currently 5 a.m. and this is the next morning after the 4th live eviction show, and obviously after the table shaking that Ebuka did, there's been conversations here and there, and I just felt like, you know what, better before you step out of the house today, you need to put this video out, and you need to put it out as early as possible because I'm pissed about a lot of things. But I'm just going to leave the reason for me being pissed, you know, for the end of the video. So please watch till the end and let me know what you think, okay? Now let's start up from the very first topic of discussion, and that would be Rose and Emmanuel. Now immediately after the live eviction show, we clearly saw Rose just lying down outside in the garden by herself, more like she was in deep thoughts and all of that. She wasn't with Emmanuel, she wasn't with Maria, she was just by herself. At this time, Croskay and J. Paul were having a conversation on the other side of the bed, which we're definitely going to come to, okay? After Rose was seen there, you know, we later saw her having a conversation with Emmanuel. She was like, Emmanuel, the way you answered this question, for me, it did not make sense to me because, you know, you sounded like you were being political. And, you know, when Ebuka asked you that question, all you could have just said is, no, Ebuka, it's not one-sided. That would have answered it. But then trying to say, this one, that one, that, for her, it did not make sense to her. Because, again, she's someone that even when Emmanuel is not there, she speaks in his defense. You know, she never let anybody talk down on him and all of that. And of course that conversation lasted for a while. They kept on going back and forth, but at the end of everything, like they always say, love conquers all, okay? He apologized to her. It's like, okay, if that's how you felt, then I'm sorry, blah blah blah. And before we knew it again, Auntie Rose was back on Emmanuel's laps. You know, they were now talking about her mom or her dad, I don't know. They started talking about personal stuff. Now for me, the truth is that answer Emmanuel gave was just really somehow, if you're going to tell us that, oh, it's not one-sided, just say with your full chest, nobody should come and be forming okra here. In fact, she even had a conversation with Emmanuel and she was like, see, you can't be okra in this house. And the guy's like, why can't I be okra? Why can't I be okra? Buma was also present when they were having this conversation, and she's like, you cannot be okra in this house because I'm here. Now for those of you who do not know why they constantly refer to themselves as okra, it's just a term depicting that some people can be very slippery, because of course we know that okra they draw, so some of them, their behavior they draw, aka Buma. In my opinion, Buma go name be okra. Boma na okra, and I'll tell you guys why. Boma was having a conversation with Pere, obviously after the live eviction show, and he was telling Pere that, see, this whole question that Ebuka asked about, you know, who he would have chosen as his guest and all of that, that it was something that Maria told him to do, like I explained to you guys in the live video we had last night. By the way, thank you guys so much for the love on that particular video, even though you were laughing at me and my English, but it's fine, I'm not angry, okay? Anyways, he went on to tell Pere that for him, if he eventually wins head of house and stuff, he's definitely just going to pick Angel as his deputy because he doesn't even see any future with him and Queen. You know, the way we talk, the way we do this, the way we do that, we are two different people. Matter of fact, I do not see anything fruitful coming out of this whole situation with Queen. I'm like, wow, Buma, wow, you don't see anything fruitful coming out of it. But like I always say, you dey carry because go to meet this girl. Anywhere you see the girl, they whine and she go follow am good day. Like, it doesn't make any sense. If you don't want to be with the girl, it's not by force now. It's not a do or die affair. Just let her know that you guys are not vibing on the same frequency. Let her know she's not your type. Yes, I get it, Queen said they overdo things, but if you don't like the fact that she's overdoing things with you, if you don't like the fact that she's doing certain things, just tell her to her face. Not like when you guys are together, you make the girl feel like, oh, you're up there, but then once you're having a conversation with guys or just with another group of people, you're telling them trash about the girl. Like, it makes absolutely no sense. And Boma is really beginning to get under my skin because I don't like it when people are two-faced. Anyways, moving on from Boma, because at this point I don't even have time for the guy. Okay, let's talk about Cross and Croskay. Yes, of course you guys heard the question Ebuka asked about the whole situationship between Cross, J. Paul and herself, and she clearly told Ebuka that there's nothing confusing about it. She likes the both of them. them, but she doesn't want any situationship. Ebuka now asked her, so does it mean that you're just enjoying the attention you're getting from both guys? And she outrightly said, yeah. Now guys, that answer really got Cross in his feelings, because first he was just really shocked at the response. Secondly, we then saw him having a conversation with Maria and Nini, and he's like, no, that he wasn't expecting that kind of response from Sasuke. In fact, that the person he even liked from the day one was actually Maria, but then Maria already made it known that she's with Pere and all of that. And I'm just like, okay, why are we even having a conversation about you liking Maria? The bone of contention here is Sasuke. I mean, this liking of Maria didn't have to come up in this conversation, especially because that's not why you're angry. I don't know, these housemates just know how to, you know, move from one bus stop to like 10 bus stops after them. I'm just like, okay. Anyways, he decided to have a conversation with Sasuke, and he's telling Sasuke that, look, I fuck with you. Okay, you guys, we've established that this housemates, they like fucking with one another, and by fucking they don't actually mean having any sexual intercourse. No, it's just like, I dig your friendship, I like your personality. That's what their own fucking means. Okay, so he's like, you know what, I fuck with you and you're a very great person. And to be honest, I did not like the response you gave to Ebuka, because you clearly told me that you and J. Paul are friends. You know, there's nothing between the both of you. For him, he's someone who has a lot of female friends, and that's why he just excused the fact that, you know, both of them are always spending time together. He didn't want to overthink things, and besides, she told him herself that there was nothing between the both of them. They were just friends and all. So for him, he feels like he's been blinded, and you know, he feels like she just manipulated him. Now, in terms of manipulation, they spoke about his hair, and she's like, oh, you know, I did not have any role to play in you cutting your hair. I'm like, is this girl joking? Like, even a blind man could tell that Cross did this whole hair cutting thing because of Sasuke, even though he was refusing to accept it or just tell Ebuka the truth when Ebuka asked him. That's why he had to rope Tega into the whole conversation by saying, oh, it was both Tega and Sasuke that influenced my hair cutting and all of that. So the guy was really pissed. He's like, what do you mean? You know you had a role to play in me cutting my hair, and you know, for him at this point, he just wants to be friends with her, you know, give her space to do whatever it is that she wants to do. And the girl is like, you guys are being so selfish. You know, have you people considered why I am in all of these things? Have you considered how I'm also feeling? For me, I just feel like this is a clear case of, you know, wanting to eat your cake and have it. Sasuke is obviously enjoying the attention she's getting from both guys, and to be honest, sometimes as girls we do these things. I'm not saying it's a nice thing to do, because again, that'll be you leading two different guys on. But then again, she already made it clear to them that, see, in this house, I don't want anything, I don't want a situationship. Whatever is going to happen would happen outside of the house. So yes, she said these things, but her body language and, you know, the attention she's been showing Cross just made it seem like, oh, now she's really liking the guy and all of that. And Cross was really pissed. Now, don't get it wrong, Cross was not pissed at the fact that she likes J. Paul. For him, it's like, you should have just told me, because I don't want to be found in any triangle whatsoever. Like, that's not where he wants to be. That's not what he wants for himself.
I have to put myself out of this place, because how to the fuck no will I be in a fucking triangle with anybody? I really felt bad.
I'm sorry for not letting you know.
So where does that leave us now?
Same place as always.
They shall talked, and the guy's like, you know what, I'm just going to give you space. Like I said before, I'm still going to be there for you as a friend. If you need anything inside the house, outside the house, just let me know. I will be there for you, because I still think that you're a great person and all of that, but it's just I can't be in a triangle. So, you know, she apologized to him, and I said, okay, you know what, where does this leave the both of us now? She now said, well, it still leaves us at the same spot where we were before. I don't want a situationship. And the guy's like, okay, cool, we're just going to be friends. And that's how he exed the conversation. Okay, now let's go back to the part where J. Paul was having a conversation with Sasuke on the bed in the garden. You know, J. Paul was like, you know, I don't want you to feel pressured and all of that. See, I'm not angry at the response you gave. You know, I get it, I understand you. You know, if you need anything, I'll always be there for you, blah 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 blah. I'm just like, you guys just carry yourselves and shift, because I don't even have time for all this one. Be there for her if you want to be there for her. Like, that's even your business, okay? At this point, Croskay, Bbnaija, Sas J, whatever their names are, they'll be fine. Okay, now moving on to the conversation Maria had with Pere. Both of them were in the garden, and for some reason these guys crack me up every single time they sit together to have a conversation when they're not whispering, actually. Okay, anyways, they were having a conversation, and Maria is like, you know why I actually don't fuck with you that much? You know why I don't like kick with you? It's because you always lie. You know, you're a liar, And the guy's like, how do you mean and all of that? She's like, okay, first of all, Pere, you told me yourself that the person you were attracted to in this house was actually Jackie B, that the only reason you're with me is because I agree on you. Now you're going to tell the guys that from the beginning of this show, I, Maria, have been the one you had an eye for. Why are you even contradicting yourself? You know, you make it very impossible for me to even believe anything you say because you're constantly lying to me and all of that. They had that argument and they got to a point where Maria is like, okay, you know what, since you're attracted to Jackie B, you know, me too, I'm attracted to Michael. Okay, so how about we switch? You know, you can just go and meet your Jackie B, me, I will go and meet Michael because Michael is my spec. Michael makes me blush every time I see him and all of that. So let's cuckoo switch. I'm like, Maria is just crazy. Now I'm not sure if she actually meant the whole, oh, Michael is my spec and all of that. I feel like she was just trying to get at Pere, because you know Pere was just there looking like Bolo. I'm just like, this guy, you like this girl, just tell her. But then again, Pere would always be Pere, you know, Maria would always be Maria, and I'm sure they'll always find a way to meet one another at the middle. So yeah, they'll be alright. Okay, now it's sad that this smile I just had when I was talking about Maria is about to disappear, because your girl is pissed. Okay, I know a lot of you come now and tell me, oh Betha, it seems like you don't like Jackie B, it seems like you don't like Jackie B, but she's even making it a lot more difficult for people to understand who she is. You know, she was having a conversation with J. Paul, and you know, from the conversation she was having, she implied that Angel was a thief, you know, and this allegation is really heavy. That's not something you just say and let it slide. That's not something you just say, especially not on national TV, because again, it's a dent on the person's image. Now, what were they talking about? She was referring to the fact that Angel was making a lot of noise, that her chicken got missing and all of that, and she was telling J. Paul that this girl that was shouting now, she stole my slippers. I mean, she stole my shoe. I don't even know what she was saying, you know, that she stole it, you know, because you know, 1 minute the shoe was here, then I left, and then I came back and the shoe was not there. Now my question is, you left, you came back, the shoe was not there, then suddenly it was Angel that stole the shoe, right? Okay, cool. Let's even assume that Angel stole the shoe. How did you know it was Angel? I mean, there are 20-something other housemates in that house. How about ask everybody, you know, openly, oh, my shoe is missing or my slippers is missing, guys, I don't know, we need to find it, just like Tega did. Of course, remember the drama Tega put up the day her bedspread and pillowcase was missing. You know, Jackie B never did that. In fact, we never had an idea that anything was stolen from her up until last night. Okay, I'm getting somewhere, just be patient. See, if I didn't watch this show, sometimes I just relate it to real life and real happenings, and that's why sometimes when people do things, I take it personal, because this is real life, regardless of camera. It's real life. It's how people will backstab you, it's how people will smile at you and say they're friends with you, but then 1 minute when you guys have issues, they're out there just chatting nonsense about you and trying to tarnish your image by just putting it in the mud. Okay, now you said that the girl stole your shoe and everything, and you asked her, and you know, she now went and brought out the shoe. Let's assume that Angel stole the shoe, she brought it out and she gave it to you. How about you tell Angel, Angel, this thing you did, I did not like it. Like, why would you even steal my slippers or my shoe? It makes no sense. You know, you shouldn't be stealing. Stealing is bad. Obviously, stealing is bad, guys. Okay, you know, stealing is bad and all of that. How about tell Angel? Then let it be that Angel did not apologize, or let it be that Angel now said, oh, I did not steal it, blah blah blah. You did not do that. You got your slippers back, and most importantly, this was days ago, you know, so why are we coming back to talk about it? And why is it that you're implying that it could just be Angel who's been stealing the things that have been missing in the house? Like, explain it to me, please. You guys help me, because in fact, let's take our minds back, safe, because I'm angry. Let's talk about it. This slippers or shoe thing that Jackie B was talking about, safe, I'm confused. Like, is it not the same slippers that you and Angel had a conversation about? Okay, you know what, better explain to these people, because maybe they missed it. Me, I did not miss it. Okay, Angel and Jackie B were friends from the very beginning, right? More like besties, you know. And you know how friends are, you know, you see this person's slippers, I beg, I like the slippers, borrow me and stuff like that. So obviously we knew that Angel was in possession of one of Jackie B's slippers, and during that time she was having these issues with Michael and all of that. We saw Jackie B asking Angel for the slippers. Now that day they were having a task, you know, Angel was in the living room, she was writing down her points and all of that, and she asked Angel for the slippers, and Angel was like, see, what if I tell you that that I don't know where that slippers is. You know, she was like, are you for real and all? And then she left and went to the head of house lounge. Guys, let me know, because I couldn't have been the only person that watched it that day. You know, she went to the head of house lounge and she was there with Boma, and she was telling Boma about the whole slippers thing. Like, can you imagine? The girl even said that she doesn't know where the slippers is and all of that. And Boma is like, are you for real? And almost immediately Jackie B was like, in fact, you know what, I'm going to go and ask her for the slippers again. Then small time camera showed us where Jackie B came back to meet Angel, where Angel was still trying to write her point for the task they had that day, and she was like, oh, how far with the slippers and all of that. Immediately, guys, Angel dropped what she was writing. She and Jackie B walked into the room and both of them walked back out. So it was almost like they went inside to look for the slippers or whatever, and Angel handed the slippers to her and she came back, continued writing her stuff. So please, how is that stealing? I don't understand. Maybe the definition of stealing has changed now, because I don't know. Now, even if Angel stole from you like you're saying, why didn't you just tell her to her face? Like, what has J. Paul got to do with this conversation? J. Paul was now there saying, oh no, this is dirty. And now people like this, if you tip their thing, that then they make noise pass. Jackie B was not like, exactly, now that's what I'm referring to the whole chicken thing. Like, it's the audacity for me. It's the audacity for me. J. Paul was not like, and she was not acting like she has insomnia. Uncle, is not insomnia. Insomnia is for people that cannot sleep. Amnesia is the ability to forget, sir. Olodo, if you want to even attack somebody, at least get your words right, sir. It's not insomnia. It's amnesia, sir.
It's not stealing. You can't only say I'm going to hide it. It's not even stealing. It's malicious. It's probably just trying to
You know how much shoes cost?
And that's, I can't even lie. I don't know where you kept it. Can you imagine?
Like you have insomnia.
For me, it's just irritating. I get it, Jackie B. You don't like Angel anymore. That's fine. That's fine, but don't make a conscious effort to tarnish her image. Don't make it your priority to see that the other housemates see Angel in a different light. Allow us, the viewers, be the judge of characters, ma. Like, I get it, you don't like Angel's vibe, you're angry that she did that with your man Michael, which, I mean, you have a right to be angry, but don't take it over the board. Like, at this point, she's beginning to just sound like a broken record that she actually used to describe herself. Because yes, the day she was having a conversation with Angel, she said, oh no, I know I sound like a broken record. Yes, ma, you're actually a broken record right now, ma. So how about we start referring to you as Jackie B, the broken record, because I don't understand what this is about. It's the hatred for me. You guys were besties. Are you saying that you never borrowed anything from Angel? Like, did Angel make a fuss out of it? And even if you did not borrow from her, let's even say she was one borrowing from you. Are you not older than her? Should you say you are more mature than her and, you know, she's borrowing stuff from you? Okay, fine. Borrow not be thief, okay? She asked you, she begged you, say borrow me, you borrow her. So how is borrowing now stealing? Like, besides, you got your slippers back, so why are we even... There are some people you just need to stay away from, to be very honest. And this is not just about Jackie B. Jackie B is just a representation of a lot of people. There are people like that too. Once you are not friends with them anymore, they will make it a mission in life to see that people hate you. They will make it a mission in life to see that they tarnish your image. And for me, it's really irritating, okay? If you don't fuck as friends anymore, just be on your own. Let me be on my own. No need to now start going back and forth. Oh, when we were friends she did this, oh, when we were friends she did that. Like, come on. At this point, Jackie B is really spoiling her game, and I don't get it. Like, saying someone is a thief, like, that's deep, okay? That is deep. But if you ask her now, she tell you it's not that deep. I don't know, man. That's all the gist I have for you in this video. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. Do you have friends like Jackie B? Like, to be very honest, like, do you have friends that once you guys have issues, then you're suddenly the devil? But all this time when you guys were friends, you were of course an angel to the person. But because now, since now they really gel between two of now, they're going to spread you, say, eh, get as even the waka, get as your eye be, your hair they smell. But when you were friends, your hair was not smelling. I'm done, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to give me a very big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed, and I will definitely see you guys on the next one, okay? Bye, guys.